This part of the season, though, we're looking at what does it mean to be Christian. And like I've said, that might sound like a silly thing to look at because it's pretty obvious if you're Christian, if you follow Jesus Christ. Well, that's true, but there's also a lot of different ways to follow Jesus. And even though we're all reading the same text, it really matters which verses you emphasize and think are the most important verses. So we end up living it out differently so that everybody that calls themselves Christian doesn't live and act the way I do. And so we're wrestling with that. What is true for you? What fits you and who you are as a Christian? And with that being said, because we do focus on Jesus, we use both the Hebrew or the Old Testament and the New Testament. And today's story, I say that because today's story is out of the Hebrew Testament. That was the Testament, those are the scriptures that Jesus had and that Jesus quoted from. So it's important to know those stories too. So today we're going to be looking at a story out of Exodus. And we're going to be listening to how the Israelites were wandering in the wilderness. But I want to say that we too have done some wandering. And I'm not sure if our vision is clear yet. We've been talking, actually, for as long as I've been with this congregation, we've been talking about what is our clear vision for the future? Who is God really calling us to be in this time and in this place? And we've batted a few things around, and nothing's completely stuck yet. But I have to name that this wandering that we're doing is difficult. And bluntly, clarity sells. If we were more clear, this is how a lot of the fundamental churches are growing, because they're very clear in what they believe. This is exactly what God wants us to do, and if we just do this, we're good. I think it's bigger than that. And I also think what came to me this morning as I was thinking about this was, we've been talking about God wanting us to do something. And maybe that isn't the point. Maybe it's not about what we need to do, but about who we need to be. That keeps coming to me, that it matters who we are. And maybe that's even more important than what we do, except to live out who we are.